music, you know, like straight up. Like I don't know, like I fuck with your flow, like you know what I'm saying,
bro. Appreciate it.
That's just been facts. But
different, right?
Yeah.
Right.
In a way that I fuck with, but shit. Real quick, let niggas know who you are, what you do, all that type of shit. Anybody that might be listening.
I'm Los, man. Reporting live from Maryland, Riverdale, 8, everywhere. It's a lot going on. I'm on a whole lot of that shit, though, man. Real nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this music. You gotta just listen to the music. I can't tell you what I do, but
I believe that.
listen to the music, you gonna put that shit together, you gonna know what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, this is shit, this a 95 joint, huh?
Early.
Bossy, baby.
That is really super. How did a nitwit like you get so tasteful?
Look. Hard times don't last too long. I'm spending my life in every song. Stuck with my brother, he can't do no wrong. We lost bro and they told me to stay strong. Words ain't enough when the pen get this real. One day I'm with him, the next day he get killed. Way up the cellar, I really got trap skills. 5 and 10, yeah, I know how that feels.
I know how it feels. I'm still riding around with the glizzy. I'm running around with the slaves in the field. My nigga just left out the house of the early. He's serving the J with the needle. You got a line on the money to work in the J's and my nigga can feed you. We got the pose, we got the blow at the hour. They talking, they hot shit. He coming through with that fish and they only you try to come sell it, that's not it. Now 27, they coming with 50, they come with the switch and the cock quick.
Niggas be broke, ain't got shit. Niggas be fucking with bitches that fuck with the ops, and I swear that it's not it. Too many times I was down on my dick, I ain't asking for shit. I was trying to get rich. Brody is not in the band, but he play with the drumstick. She give me hit and I come quick. You know that loose lip sync shit. Speeding down I-95 and I pray that I don't drift. Hit after hit, I'm like Curry, I can't miss. Taking these risks, that's the reason I take trips.
Too much talking in this up. Nigga beating murder charges back to back in court. Nigga wasn't look. I can tell you about times nigga riding around, nigga in the trunk. Nigga won't be shooting 30, 50, 100 round. Nigga better duck. Nigga better duck. Ride high road, nigga slide, nigga all that. Nigga talking about beef time, call your OG, ain't no fallback. What you call that? Whole bunch of young nigga running around. Whole bunch of young nigga running around with the glizzy. Nigga coming 100 round. Window silencer. Nigga brown now. That's a loud sound. Coming around. That's a round side of the whole house. Whole bunch of G's on the backpack. Nigga took the bus. That's a whole road. We selling G's at the house. Nigga, we jumped out to the 714. Nigga caught me at house. Regular day. Niggas be trapping the regular way. Niggas ain't talking the cellular way. If you want any money, then meet me right there. Niggas still trapping like over the night. Auntie still banging my phone over ice. Lost my man, he say it's over the price. Don't give a fuck, I got the fuck. Nigga be talking that money, we really just keep it on tuck. Talking to niggas that catching the homicide. Know that you feeling it all in your gut. Who I'ma trust, who I'ma bust. Niggas don't know what the fuck I'ma do. Niggas keep watching, niggas keep plotting. Giving me vibes like you working for 12. I could up 40 and say you the hill. Who the fuck you talking to by the L? I got the nigga that calling me better, but niggas don't care about having no bill. Still live with 5, still living life at the wide. Nigga, we counting the 50s and 20s and 100s. The police, they running the house and them niggas, they still couldn't find. I'm telling you truth. Nigga, they telling me chill over streets and I go in the booth. I was just trapping outside like a fool. With the one turning the 1 and the 2. I was the one riding around with the stick in the Civic. My nigga, go ahead and just shoot. Nigga, we shoot out the car. I could walk down, nigga, make you a star. Put you on me.
Straight down, drought came, so we land. Peter Pan, I ain't waiting. I'm in the Bronx right now. It's in the trunk right now. We got a pump right now. I just got off of the bus. 3 for the 1 right now. Hit a nigga with the remix. When you can clean it, be geek. Nigga sneaky, gotta keep it. Off the drink, but I peeped it. Caught a new charge, gotta chill. Cut the snake head, gotta kill. I'm drinking the tech with a seal. We going to try, fuck a deal. You know I stay down, fuck a deal. Street nigga, and I know it. Weak nigga, and I know it. Now I know me, I don't show it. Bust your head, keep it going. Can't show no emotions, I'm in it. Never personal to business. Your main dog turn to witness. Just keep him away from the nigga. She hit me, but stay with the nigga. Might bust a little play with a nigga. She bustin' to play with a nigga. You know me, I keep me a gutter bitch. You a junkie, you your mother kid. Can tell a nigga what my brother did, but I can tell you what them numbers did. You got it, just stash at the other crib. But you just a worker, so I'm there on the first of the month. I'm there, I'm the first one to jump. 3 for 20, you the first one to come. Trap vibes, gotta soak it up. You moving too fast, gotta slow it up. You crashing out and they folding up. Damn, still looking like a pretty penny off of grams. Count a lot of chicken in the kitchen off of yams. Pieces hitting, should be clicking, wasn't off a scam. Had no cable, now we kicking shit right on the man. Let me get back to the flow. Kick out back to the door. No bags, back on the road. My trip, back to the show. I might rock out with 100 in the safe. I might rock out with 100 in the cake. Hold up, this shit is a sticker. Lay down, my nigga, don't get up. I got the bitch, she was down for the setup. You could get wet up, run at your shoes. Put a little nigga right there on the news. Nigga, we hungry, we coming for food. What do you do? We haven't wait, nigga, gotta go move. For interview, I don't want talk. Lawyer with me, nigga, gotta go walk. Spendable back, nigga, put him in chalk. We kept it even, nigga, for the odds. Ain't that this early, I'm beating the block. It could be me in the back for a rock. Fuck up the law, nigga, don't talk about what you just saw. I know the love be fake, I know the hate be real. Got some niggas upstate that's waiting on dates. I pray that they make a pill. Just cause he shooting that Drake don't mean he ain't Jake for real. He caught him a body, he told him to drive it. He nigga be snake for real. In the way for real. I really done play with they gay for real. Popping them gates for real. I gotta go. She like to play with her nose. I like to play with the stove. Play with my money and spraying your food. Play with a rapper and spray at the show. Exposing the rapper, we know we a hoe. The pistols be waving me just for the show. Nigga, they hate. You get that nigga try run up on me. I was little nigga run with the key. Trapping outside, break it down to the sheet. I couldn't wait. Hop on the bus. Police, they come, nigga, gotta go flush. You fuck me up, nigga, I couldn't trust. I couldn't look. Back to the drugs, back to the thugs. Dirty and rubber grip come with the snub. Serving the ice. I had to earn it twice. You got it off on the lights. You be surrounded by mice. Me and Lil Los be shitting on niggas for fun. How you get right with a gun? Niggas be bums. I'm from the top of the slums. She wanna link. Pull up and fuck her on sheets. We gotta keep it discreet. I know you not street. Why you keep pumping on tweets? Put that little nigga to sleep. Put your little shit in the box. My young nigga taking your spot. And he just got off the box. I been had this shit on the lock. Cooking the drop. You know this shit never gon' stop. Cold summer. My young nigga chop out a spray on a nigga. He stay up and lay on a nigga. He been through the rain, he been through the pain. You can't even play with a nigga. These bitches be wildin', these bitches be lying. Who even be claiming these bitches? I just gon' run game on these bitches. I stay in my lane with these bitches. I'm stacking that paper for sure. For the bitch till the pussy was sore. In the vacant, I slept on the floor. Poppin' coke out the junkie front door. Took the chain, now it's going on tour. Deal nigga, I had to get more. Young niggas, we had to explore. I was down, but I even the score. Ain't no reason to beef with a whore. Niggas snitching, I seen it before. Pop a perk, then he kicking your door. You resisting, he send you the Lord. Bitch, I came in the game with that yak. In the junkie, he said it was that. We the one put this shit on the map. 50 rounds on the end of the strap. Yeah, coming right out of the bricks, and there's so many shooters you can't even play with a nigga. Robbery turning to homicide so many times it depends how you lay on that nigga. Stay on that nigga. Street got too hot, so I stay with the blinker. You got indicted taking all the pictures. One at a time, the nigga chasing chicken. Coming right out of the bricks, and there's so many shooters you can't even play with a nigga. Robbery turning to homicide so many times it depends how you lay on that nigga. Lay on that nigga. Street got too hot, so I stay with the blinker. You got indicted taking all the pictures. One at a time, the nigga chasing chicken. Sad. Nigga talking what he had. Still with it for a bag.
Super. How to nitwit like you get so tasteful.
Had to work up in the bag. Hey, had to work up in the bag. Sad. Nigga talking what he had. Still with it for a bag. Had to work up in the bag. Put a mill up in the attic. You went from trap to attic. No excuses, we stacking. Got off my ass to go grab it. Hey, sad. Nigga talking what he had. Still with it for a bag. Had to work up in the bag. Put a mill up in the attic. You We went from trapper to addict. No excuses, we stacking. Got off my ass to go grab it. You know I had to go grab it. When you fucked up should be tragic. I put a pack out like magic. Don't give a fuck about what happened. You know I hang on the back end. Smack his ass out with the back end. We get the call when the sack end. Shit ain't a game, I ain't laughing. Why my little dog keep on crashing? My little bitch keep talking Ashton. Now you can't ride with the kid. When OT told you slide with the kid. You see the grind in my face. You niggas ain't street can relate. I did it in more than one state. My stuff, my G's with a K. My stuff, my G's with a plate. Get it off by the end of the day. We get you off by the end of the day. I got a felon on me. I got a felony with me. Roll running city to city. What's your 30 to my 50? What's your 50 to my 100? I'm trapping, I need me a Honda. Nigga talking what he had. Still with it for a bag. Had to work up in the bag. Put a mill up in the attic. You went from trapper to addict. No excuses, we stacking. Got off my ass to go grab it. Hey, sad. Nigga talking what he had. Still with it for a bag. Had to work up in the bag. Put a mill up in the attic. You went from trapper to addict. No excuses, we stacking. Got off my ass to go grab it.
I'm a real nigga, I'm talking, you feeling it all in the song. I had to play, I was throwing it long. You could fill out if your money real strong. We got it home, nigga, we selling the bloom. Nigga not selling for loom, selling for high. Junkie, he getting real high. Soon I pull up at advance. Nigga, we work with the fat. Nigga get hit, nigga ready your head. I know a nigga that went to the county, he came home and now he just went to the feds. You don't know what you doing, know how to move it, know how to shoot it. I hang around with a couple of shooters, you hang around with a couple of losers. Now nigga coming around with the ruler, and they got ruler. Hurry on me, nigga, tell me who cooler. I got the nigga that bust a medulla all of the time. I got the nigga that does the crimes with you going loose slam. Getting that money or shoot at your face. I got the nigga that shoot at the police, shoot at the E, trapping like rest in peace Pressing me questions and shit, what the fuck is my lawyer? I got the nigga that loves him a boss and he's screaming out, where's my order? You all out the order, we out the order. Serving the junkies and shit. Some niggas all about money and shit. They can be trapping on Sunday and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Please, get the fuck up out of here. I got some niggas that buck out the ear, buck at your face, buck out the steed, buck out your. For the police, I got the secrets and to the I got the secrets
We need more dinero.
What you doing in here? It be killers and dealers and movers in here. He caught two in the rig, trying to run off on niggas like he in the clip. On his Cito in here, smoking lethal and I got my Migos in here. Put a Debo in fit, drop a block on his head, make that boy disappear. What you doing in here? It be killers and dealers and movers in here. He caught two in the rig, trying to run off on niggas like he in the clip. On his Cito in here, smoking lethal and I got my Migos in here. Put a Debo in fit, drop a block on his head, make that boy disappear.
You can't get in my thoughts. I got aggressive at cousin, they said that I'm wrong. It's like smack versus raw. Cause my brody inside trying to beat up a dog. It made a nigga real mad, I kept taking loss. Bro, younger with a glass trying to make another problem. See them killers on your ass, boy, you better be precautious. I'ma break a little back if the bitch keep talking. Quiet little nigga, I ain't constantly with you. Down, everybody gonna be crying like they miss you. And them type of niggas that behind when they hit. How you cracking jokes about it now, but that shit that hits. Yeah, I'm really trying to go and slam a nigga full piss. You ain't really trying to rap, so get the fuck about the pit. And I've been peeping all the signs about these niggas that can dick. And I've been cool with my kind, all you other niggas, bitch.
What you doing in here? It be killers and dealers and movers in here. He caught two in the rig, trying to run off on niggas like he in the clip. On his Cito in here, smoking lethal and I got my Migos in here. Put a Debo in fit, drop a block on his head, make that boy disappear. What you doing in here? It be killers and dealers and movers in here. He caught two in the rig, trying to run off on niggas like he in the clip. On his Cito in here, smoking lethal and I got my Migos in here. Put a Debo in fit, drop a block on his head, make that boy disappear.
I ride with Lil Judah, I sold me a 14, I met him at Hooters. You know I feel comfortable when I'm with shooters. You know what it is. I told you truth when I popped me a pill. Had to run through the field. Nigga, we up in the trap, fuck a deal. I'm selling raw. Niggas don't know what to do when they saw. Young nigga with glizzy, shoot everything. I'm in the street, niggas sell anything. I got them J's, niggas get anything. Guns of the dice, nigga bet anything. We everywhere, you never did. Nigga, we up in the trenches. I seen the nigga play 5 and go benches. I did to shoot the witness. 100 round drum, nigga, we is relentless.
What you doing it here. It be killers and dealers and movers in here. He caught 2 in the red, trying to run off on niggas like he in the clip. Bonacito in here, smoking lethal and I got my Migos in here. Put a Debo in fear, drop a block on his head, make that boy disappear.
Benny Blanco from the Bronx. And they stay working the car. Stick outside, niggas ain't ready for war. I hang with my eye like a terrorist. I got the name and they fearing me. You had a piece, you ain't sharing me. That nigga get rich off a cellular. Look at my eyes, I ain't regular. Benny Blanco from the Bronx. And they stay working the car. Stick outside, niggas ain't ready for war. I hang with my eye like a terrorist. I got the name and they fearing me. You had a piece, you ain't sharing me. That nigga get rich off a cellular. Look at my eyes, I ain't regular. Jerk off the cellular phone. Young nigga don't never be home. 2 street, I could never be cloned. Pick up a plate and you chop up a zone. Young nigga all in your home. Trapping right at the
Early.
Yo. What it do, folks? Another episode of Early, man. 54th episode, our second time, you know what I'm saying, bringing in the new year. You know what I'm saying, on the
bro.
Yeah. Couple milestones, you know what I'm saying, for sure, bro. You know what I'm saying? First of all, happy new year, you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Let's just kind of recap the year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't really have a plan for this episode. I mean, that is kind of our plan for this episode. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
We was basically trying to go on some timeline-esque type of shit and trying to just take it back to how this year has started. Experiences that we all seen, witnessed, experienced, you know, went through and all of that.
Tony Stone, morning, bro.
Yes, top of the top, Stone. But yeah, man, it's a crazy year to say the least.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of good things that happen. Of course, some bad things that happen. That's always going to happen. You know what I'm saying, as we go through life. But a lot of highlights. You know what I'm saying. Can you think of any as far as you personally, like what kind of things were you most proud of this year? Yeah, let's start with that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Pass straight to you.
Well, definitely, you know, off top, this year has definitely, for anybody that's been just keeping up with like what I've been occupying myself with, definitely been the year of NFTs and
the year of NFTs.
The year of NFTs.
Big facts. Just
delving down the rabbit holes that the blockchain really provides you. So, you know, and it's been a really dope experience. I've been able to connect with a lot of people that I probably wouldn't have connected with otherwise. And, you know, that concept of like, it's a borderless world. And as like, we're more connected digitally, it's as if our world becomes smaller. And I feel like that couldn't have been ever more true with this year, you know what I'm saying, in terms of just the network that was being able to be grown just off of mutual interest, just off of like, just wanting to create, you know, and create a marketplace for your own self. And, you know, the amount of inspiration and motivation that I've also got throughout this year has been amazing. I've never been more receptive to being inspired and wanting to learn than I have like this year.
Really?
I've always had, like, you know what I'm saying, the passion to learn and things of that nature, but it definitely got more refined. It was definitely, I found myself in spaces where I'm like, I have to know this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this. Like, I don't know it at all, but I have to.
But it doesn't stop there.
And it doesn't stop there. Just prioritize it. So just moving forward. So, you know, things like, you know, you say something like the great things that happened this year, you know, being able to mint, you know, pieces like with my boy Supreme and off them, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Being able to build, you know, even though it's, you know, small, still have a collector base. That was awesome. There's many other things too, but just off top, like when you ask that question, I think of like, when I look back, what I'm going to think of 2021, I'll be like, yeah, bro, that was that year that
all these things kind of came together. Yeah, that's a big fact, bro. I agree. You know what I'm saying? I remember first kind of coming into this space as like you know, like a newbie, for lack of a better term, you know what I'm saying? Just I remember, you know, it goes back to like Top Shot, you telling me about that, and then me kind of like that's kind of like that was my intro to NFTs specifically. It goes back to being on Top Shot.
That Luka Doncic boy.
That Luka Doncic like changed my life. It didn't change my life, but it definitely was like, yeah, bro. It definitely was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro. And that's when Top Shot was bussing, bro. Like it was bussing.
I actually think it's low key.
No,
now.
yeah.
Now I'm starting to think like I think y'all are asleep actually.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, I think people are asleep because you know the fucking the open sea, the like all these waves came through, and even if you look at the money that like Top Shot's generating, it's like they used to be top in terms of digital collectibles when the year started. They were within like the top 5. Now they're so open sea's top 10 rankings. Are top
over top. Okay, no. I thought you meant like literally. I thought you were saying Top Shot's like making a comeback.
Oh, not like no, they're there, but more so in terms of like the people that are always been fond of Top Shot are still fond of Top Shot.
Oh, okay.
And the people that are just coming in trying to get digital collectibles and shit,
they've gone elsewhere.
Went to the Vives and things of that. But big I'm like, facts. Top like they're still, they're still the one with the NBA partnership.
Big fact, yeah.
Labs,
when it comes to these sport, because you see a lot of like sports related NFTs and stuff like that. Now, so when it comes to these sports NFL, NFTs,
the baseball, and you're starting to see them percolate.
Shit, DraftKings, you know what DraftKings?
Yeah,
they got like a NFT marketplace.
Yeah, so I'm hip. I've been hearing a lot of rumors about that.
But I mean, I don't know like how great it is compared to something like a Top Shot, but it goes to show
about who your market is already. They're probably gonna be the ones to buy.
Bro,
like
I'm seeing that the sports betting world and the NFT world are merging for sure. Like, I mean, bro, like because I think the common denominator is like making money on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the common denominator. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of I go on Twitter and I look at people's plays, like people like they call it gambling Twitter. You know what I'm saying? They have like a whole like world on there where people are interacting with each other, sharing plays, sharing insights, trends, all these types of things, right? But a lot of those people be having like the digital avies or like what do you call that? The avatars? Yeah. And so and I feel like that's the mark PFPs. Of like, or you said what? PFPs. Yeah, the PFPs, you know what I'm saying? And that or like .eth in your name, you know what I'm saying? Like those are the marks of like, okay, this person's in the NFT space. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see a Twitter handle and it's got .eth in it.
Like, what's that? Yeah. Like, what's that?
Big facts. Big facts. So like, I mean, it's also kind of just it's like that Spider-Man thing where you like you see that person, it's like, okay, I know you're on this, you know what I'm saying? Right. So like a lot of the people who I follow for gambling shit is also in the NFT space. So DraftKings they're smart in the sense of like being at least one of the first sports books to be in that space and like have their own marketplace and shit like that. So I don't know how it's going for them now, but like it's a good move overall, I think. You know what I'm saying?
I think you said something that was definitely facts, and not as if it wasn't true before, but COVID, this pandemic, this was definitely, I guess, the first year where we were just in it, right? 2020 sprung up on us. 2020
settled in. Like, we settled right into that joint, and
that's the reality, right? And so that feeling of people wanting to make money at home was even more like that fuel was fed to that. Like a lot of people, especially when a lot of workspaces went remote. A lot of individuals were like, you know what, I actually prefer this. Or like some people just maybe might have got laid off or just found themselves with more time and found themselves investing more time in like things that they wanted to do or, and now they're like, yo, like, how do I make this work? How do I make this sustain? So I think also like a lot of people had that mindset shift for themselves as well. And I was going to take it back to like, since it was this pandemic and all of that shit, we was going to even talk about like how this year started with the insurrection. And, it's so fucking crazy.
That's a big fact.
2021 was definitely a reality TV show.
It was a whole reality show, bro. Like it was jokes, bro. Like the year started with the insurrection on what the Capitol was it? Yeah, man. Motherfuckers stormed the Capitol, bro. Like that's one of the crazy and what's crazy in a time where we're always talking about like riots and protests and like all this type of shit, you know, this group of people, I don't even know what you would call that group of people that did that, but like they took
Angry white man.
yeah, they took protesting to a whole new level, bro. Like never seen anything like that. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't understand the magnitude of what they were doing until later on, and it was being reported on and stuff like that.
Right.
Because, you know, I was just looking at it as like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying, they're just demonstrating, you know, like they're protesting, you know what I'm saying? Because like I look at every protest like it's a protest, like it's not gonna go how you want it to go, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as like if you're on the other side of it, you know what I'm saying, like every people are gonna, you know, demonstrate in the way that they want to demonstrate, like, you know what I'm saying, that's what they're gonna do. So like I was just looking at it as it was like a protest, but then when people were saying like, no, like you can't storm the Capitol, like that's a government building, like motherfuckers are trying to take the Constitution.
They that black Fed, that shit was hilarious.
You said what happened?
Like a medal of honor, you know, the
what are you
black
talking about?
Fed that was like holding them back. Hey yo, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, bro, it was so crazy how many in this meme culture, just like how much shit even spread about, like even how we joke about that shit.
Yeah.
And now that we're at, you know, the 31st of the year, it's like that
you can look back and laugh.
It's kind of like this shit didn't happen.
It's kind of
the news, the way this news cycles happen.
Yeah.
Just like, that happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I feel like now it's like
really
it's
crazy.
jokes, like it's like something like you said, like people can make memes about it, people can joke about it,
because
but you know, a couple people lost their lives in that joke.
Reality's jokes, bro.
Yeah,
it's really like, you know, sometimes a lot of shit that's happening now. At one point in time, if somebody told you this shit would be going down, you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah,
you wouldn't believe it.
That's a big fact.
You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, and it was the day. Shout out to our producer Danielle. It was the day when they were counting the votes, the electoral votes, and I think it was like Trump realized like he was losing, and then he was like, this election is rigged. That's when he started saying how it was a rigged, and he was like, the Georgia shit was blowing him. He was blowing about Georgia.
Time and the nigga hit the little calling code.
He said, guys, you know what to do. He said, he said, you guys know what to do. If there's ever a time, you know what I'm saying, now is the time. He said, now is the time to take our country back. They said, there's the word. Yeah, that shit was crazy. And then, you know, of course, that led to or that was right before, you know, Biden took office, you know what I'm saying?
Joe.
Yeah.
Which one of y'all taking that guy to dinner?
Joe and Kamala, people were very excited about the change in
that's just
leadership.
Too. That's
and
oh my God.
About 11 months later, how would you say we feel? Do you have a read on how people feel about Joe and Kamala right now? About 11 months in?
I see the same people. And this is coming from somebody subjectively speaking, right?
Yeah.
I think it's all a joke.
Yeah.
But it's just funny because the same people that definitely gave them votes is looking like, yo,
what are you doing?
What's up with this guy?
Yeah.
Like, what you doing? I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy. Yeah, man. We don't even gotta get too political, but it's funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's funny how shit's going. You just see everybody just has more problems. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing. Like, everybody's always going to have problems. Like, it's very hard to satisfy every single person in the country. And of course he knows that. We all know that. But like,
it's just like, damn, nigga, you didn't solve that one thing. You said, and we understand it's just a process.
Well, I was about to say, you can't solve everything in the first year.
Bro, it's like,
and some things like honestly, I don't even understand why people still play this game. Like, you know that like motherfuckers will say whatever they can to get elected. Like, y'all know that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, people don't, bro.
They don't.
Actually, they don't.
How many presidents have we gone by where it's like this person said they were going to do this and they didn't do it? Like, every president,
bro. A lot of people.
It's like, we're just trying to get elected, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? How our systems work and shit like that. And exactly what you said. People, lobby for your interest to
Yeah.
make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I have your vote, you know what I'm saying, I have your best interest, get
Yeah.
me up in there. Then when shit gets in there, you have to know the minute I get up in there, everything's changed.
Everything has changed.
It's
You know what I'm
changed.
saying? The priorities
It's
have changed.
changed. And
The I guess also I
it's
think
slimy. It's a slimy game, like.
but
You know what
also
I'm
I
saying?
think the magnitude of what motherfuckers have to do changes. Like I think people I think like literally the presidents, they get in there and they're like, oh, this is what the job is. Like, I really do think that.
Yeah, but
like at the end
a
of the
nigga
day,
like
they're
Biden,
human beings too.
you had a front row seat.
Oh
know what's
yeah.
up with
Oh
this.
yeah.
You
Big
know
facts.
what's up with
Big
this.
facts. Big
You
facts.
know
Yeah,
what's up
that's
with
actually
this.
big
You
facts.
know what's
Yeah.
up with this. And it's like,
Like
and
this
shit
is
like
not new
that.
to you, bro.
At the end of the day, you know how, parties go, you find your figurehead that represents your best interests, and that's how you gotta really rock out. Like, but the ironic thing about it all, I was like, this is it's just so crazy. It's like, damn, like, 70-year-old white men are the representation of the country. That's really what it is.
That's what it is
you had your
now,
outlier,
or the
you had
last
your
8
outlier,
years.
You had your outlier
Because
with Obama.
Obama was young. There's been a few young JFK.
Bro. No, bro. No,
Clinton wasn't young when he was president.
Young, bro. No, they're not young.
Well, what do you call young and old? Like I call old like 60 plus.
Yeah.
So like most presidents were 60 plus when they got elected.
Clinton came in the half
after 60s.
He was here when he came up out of there.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
no, but that's a big. But also too, like, okay.
And again, I'm not even trying to like highlight like the
we need a younger guy in there,
the color and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, again, like shit never really been the answer for anybody. And like people, I feel like a lot of people just ingrain like these hero politics, and you think if you get your people in there, that's what it is. But it's like really got to just focus on community. You know what I'm saying? Focus on community levels, your local shit. That's how you really make changes. And you really can, like, through group economics and like, years of building, you can make sure somebody like that comes from your own community. You know what I'm saying? These candidates and things like that. Like people that and you have to empower that. But like that's a whole systemic and conscious change that has to also be understood, that goes over time, or you're gonna just be, it's always gonna be a matter of this is your pick. Here it goes. This is what it is. And it'll always be like that. So that's why I'm like, and I feel like we already move like that within our lives and shit like that. But I'm just like, yo, man, just take back your power and like look laterally.
Yeah.
Build like that. That's how you get saved. That's how you get saved. Bro, they're gonna. We're hoping. Nah, man.
People got to realize, like, no one
works.
is coming to save you. Like, that's a saying that people. There's a saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, no one's coming to save you. And I think that's true. Like, people just got to realize, like, there's no figure that can change your life or change your situation. That's got to be on you.
Like
you got to figure
people,
out.
Like, you see now, like, stimulus check never been a thing. It used to just be tax refunds. That's
and people now are like waiting for it.
Where's that? And I'm like,
let's go into another shutdown so we can get a step. It's like, bro, like you want your life.
They want you want this shit.
And also, it's like you want your life upended for what, $1,200? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying?
So you chilling now.
Yeah.
You chilling now.
And then even like with the whole unemployment situation, like like I think you were saying before, like like even with like the whole, like when people were out of work and like all this type of stuff and unemployment was kicking in for people, people didn't want to go back to work. You know what I'm saying? Like they wanted to just stay on unemployment, which I don't know, like I don't know. It's like, okay, like exactly.
Just to know, like, you know what I'm saying, when a body of power like that is just making you more dependent as an individual, that's some shit you gotta really reflect on. Be like, do I really, like, it's not a matter of saying no. Yeah, you take the shit, but it's like,
I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? If it's out there, I'm gonna take it. Like, but I'm not going to depend on it. I'm not gonna like sit around and wait for the next one to come around.
And I think I do think 2022 is going, man, prosperous, man, blessings and opportunities and all of that.
Yeah.
But also shit will get realer as well too. Like, what I'm saying?
I think that too.
The prices of things inflating. I really think that. Like even in the grocery stores and shit like that, bro. Like shit is expensive.
Have you seen a difference? Or you've noticed a difference?
Just over time, bro. Like I'm like,
yeah,
that's just not changing though. Like I think,
Yeah,
like
it's just gonna get more
I think
expensive.
everything,
Yeah,
gas and all.
yeah.
It's not
Gonna
gonna
just
change.
it's gonna
It's
keep,
just
but it
gonna
also like
keep
it's
creeping up.
always crept up. Like the fact that gas is $3 now is shit used to be 25 cents back in like 20 years ago.
But not everything has always been how I guess the current state of affairs are.
Yeah, and the current state of affairs have always progressively gotten just more real. Like I'm not gonna say worse or better, but it's just gotten more like
oh the
real.
shit you didn't
Yeah.
you didn't care about it. You
Yeah,
care about it now.
yeah.
Because it used to just be like a whatever thing. Now
It's
you like, yo,
funny.
bro, this is whoa.
It's funny, like it used to be like, you know, motherfuckers would go grocery shopping because it was too expensive to eat out.
Nah, bro.
I went grocery shopping the other day, bro. I like getting like just some things that would last me a few days.
It's like
I paid like $60, $70. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, $60 for 3 days worth of groceries is like me spending $20 a day on a meal, like which is what people try to go away from. You know what I'm saying? By going grocery shopping.
Fully stocked fridge,
exactly.
Almost 200.
Yeah. Which is
depending
crazy.
on what you get over, and that's like, it's like, yo, bro,
and that's
this
if you,
is crazy.
bro, and that's like, you know, because also too, me personally, like I like to eat well, like I don't like to just put anything in my in my body. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I say that to say that, you know, the high quality groceries are super expensive. You know what I'm saying? So, but like even the value groceries have gone up. Like that's the point. You know what I'm saying? But that's. Yeah, like you said, I do believe that it's only going to get like worse from here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But you know,
for sure,
it is what it is.
In this pandemic, I definitely see, you know, more boosters, more rounds, you know, shutdowns here and there, modifications to things, and you know, it's gonna knock people off some on their pivot. You know, it's gonna be like, damn, like gonna have to adjust. This whole 2020s is definitely gonna be like. I feel like the mutual theme is like, yo, just know how to adapt within whatever space you occupy. Just really be conscious to that. Shit can change like at the drop of a dime. Just be able to know how you can shift or, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever it is that you can just sustain yourself, your family, and you know that's what it's all about. As long as you can do that at the end of the day, right? Everything is.
That's a big fact. I do think
those are the things though that we're talking about.
We always got to focus on like, can you take care of you and yours?
Right.
Everything else is kind of like
it's on you.
You don't need, you don't even need to dabble in it. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I look at like when we were talking about the politics type stuff, it's like that's why I feel like I can disconnect from it. Cause like, bro, like whether this nigga decides to give us a stimulus or not, like I don't like it's not going to affect how I move, how I operate. Like I'm still going to try to figure out how to make money for myself. You know what I'm saying? Pandemic or no pandemic, like lockdown or no lockdown, like you just have to figure it out. That's what got me into the NFT space. That's what got me into, you know, the gambling space. That's what got me into just like all these ways that you can just make money from your computer. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to put the time in and all this type of stuff. Like the pandemic is not affecting that.
The niggas would even be in the shit. I don't know.
That's a big fact, bro.
I don't know,
because the thing is, like,
we weren't on it.
We weren't on it, and now that we're in it, you do hear that people were in this space in 2016 and 2015, and it's like, damn, like I was doing something else, bro. Like I thought I was a forward thinker. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was a forward thinker.
You know, we thought we was in it.
Yeah, but like I don't think.
We was in the kiddie pool.
We were in the kiddie pool, bro. Like, didn't even realize that there was a whole ocean over there.
It's like it's adult. It's adult. Like, get out.
It's adult swim, bro. Like, we were literally in the kiddie pool and like getting out when it was adult swim time. But like, but also, I guess not even realizing that there was adult swim happening. Like, didn't even realize. But now that that we're in it, it's like it was that. I think it was definitely because of just like the pandemic and what we were in. Like, I was not leaving the house for a long time, you know what I'm saying? Which enabled me to have the time to like surf the internet, dig deep, like, you know, go into these rabbit holes or go down these rabbit holes of like what's happening, what's going on, monitoring, like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's happening on OpenSea, what's happening on Top Shot. Like,
even though this was a crazy thing to happen, even just bring it up because it kind of goes to the point. Like, I know you had your first even serious injury this year too.
Oh yeah,
It's kind of just, you know, even though I know you had spoke on it earlier, that definitely puts you in a real like blown state. You know, it kind of was like also too. You was probably just getting hip to some new shit, maybe have some more time to, you know, research and delve into some things because it's like
bro, that's crazy. I completely forgot about that moment, but that was actually
like on the back end
very transcendent. Like, bro, I'm about back.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
That's
about
cool,
back.
'cause I
Like
ain't
I'm
talking about it in a
working out
minute.
it again. I'm working out again and all this
That's
type of
tough.
stuff. So like I'm pretty much back, but I think I am realizing too that yeah, that was a interesting moment for me.
Right.
Definitely like a lot of like learning and growing pains through that, you know what I'm saying? But like a crazy learning experience, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But to your point, it definitely put me in a I think what that injury did for me was it made me really like have to slow down. You know what I'm saying? It made me have to like be on some, it forced me to be on some like, bro, like you have to figure out you got to figure out how to move more strategically. You got to figure out how to move more methodically. You got to and then also too, like you got to slow down when your body tells you to slow down. Like it's like literally a nigga wanting to walk somewhere and not being able to do that. Or if I do want to go from here to there, like I got to be mentally prepared for it to take me, you know, a lot longer to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out my nigga Bones, man. Love you too, dog.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man, tuning in. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, that's fine.
Yeah, man. So that was very much of a learning experience. But yeah, we're gonna.
Danielle brought something.
What she
right
said?
there. Yo, speaking of money, right? The GameStop.
Oh yeah, that was a huge thing.
Reddit, man.
Yeah.
I think
Bro, I was like, you said what?
Was that like February? Wall Street bets in the Reddit when that whole
I don't know
AMC
exactly what month it
GameStop
was, but that was a
Yeah,
huge thing. And
that
going
was
back to
big,
us
man.
talking about like money
We
being
gonna
made on
bring
the
it to
internet.
break, though? Did you wanna get
Yeah, let's go
into
into the
that
break
after
and
real
then we'll
quick?
come. We'll
Okay,
get
yeah,
into
for
that
sure.
right after. That's a big fact. Yeah.
Make sure my vocals right. Make sure the beat right. Welcome to the 5th show.
Time to cuff.
Powered by ItsNation TV.
ItsNation TV.
That's why I try to get in line.
Play, execute, have fun, dub.
I can do a lot more than what I think I can.
Yo.
Yeah. So we were just getting ready to talk about the whole GameStop Wall Street bets thing, where if you don't remember or just didn't hear about that, it was when basically a bunch of people on Reddit decided to how would you describe what they did?
I would say they basically unionized like this fucking feeling of just wanting to say a big fuck you to Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people that must have had, some significant amounts of money must have also been with the movement. And then that also spurred a lot of just that, that retail money, like here,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm with it. And basically what had happened was like Wall Street is basically shorting companies like GameStop and AMC just because they could, right?
Yeah.
So it's just really fucking up their stock price, just knowing that it's going to go down, especially because those are type industries that are really affected by COVID, and actual people not being able to come to the stores and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just bought into these actual projects, right? And was able to drive the prices up, had stocks like GameStop and AMC moving like crypto.
Yeah.
Literally like crypto and ICO drop a day.
Yeah. Straight up.
Had GameStop going trading for a moment over $400 at one point.
Yeah.
And AMC, I can't remember.
Up
exactly,
like 4,000%, like something
insane,
stupid.
You know what I'm saying? And many times over, it kind of like
and what's funny is that like AMC,
so many people like, yo, hold it.
Those are still stocks that you want to have even now, like you know what I'm saying, GameStop and AMC.
It's very crazy.
Yeah, but that was just moved by people who just decided that like that's what they wanted to do, and then people got rich off of that. But also, like I was gonna say that people were getting rich off of crypto going crazy this year too. So I feel like that's just what, like, there was just way more money in the hands of regular people. You know what I'm saying?
There's talk about like some of the returns you could have made if we was in the right coin, man. Like for instance, Solana, right? Everybody talking about Solana. You put $1,000 in Solana in January
of last year or this year.
Of this, and we had this year. This is the 2021 recap. And this year, if you got some Solana, in September, you would have been up 118 bands. Solana
off of 1,000.
Solana went to almost up to $250. At the top of the year, it's 42 cents.
Yeah. I remember
all these coins we talk about. We were like,
what was it? ETH Classic that went up to like. It did go crazy. No, maybe not ETH Classic. There was another ETH. There's like ETH? Not ETH did. ETH did, but there's like another there's like a sub ETH that it's like a green. Damn, let me grab my phone. You know what I'm talking about? I want to say it's Ethereum Classic, but one of those joints went stupid, and there was another joint that Dodge went stupid.
Actually, you might be right, but Ethereum Classic went though. Maybe it did like 10.
But it came back to life for sure. Fucking Mana is going crazy.
Oh my
you know what I'm saying?
Mana's
going crazy.
Decentraland. Talk about that shit. Back in bro, that shit went.
I think you put me on. The only reason I have some Mana is because of you for sure. Because like you definitely put me onto it.
To all the way to $5. That shit went to $5 fucking.
Yeah,
shit's crazy.
What other joints went crazy this year? Fucking Polygon, Matic went crazy. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Had his day in the sun.
For sure. My shit is not trying to show.
Even my
shit is not loading.
My Telcoin got over 1 cent this year. First time over 1 cent.
That was his first time.
Yeah, rolled up to 7.
What other joints went crazy this year?
Shiba. Doge and the Shiba.
Doge and Shiba.
Got a lot of people into crypto for the first time.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It definitely did. Doge definitely won for a lot of people. If he was in it, especially since last year, you won.
Yeah,
you definitely won.
Yeah,
it went up to 71 cents. Doge Shiba is what Doge was 5 years ago, and it's so funny too because a lot of people.
So you think it's going to have another moment, or it already had its moment?
I'm not saying that. But what I am saying with those coins, I'm like, those are just never know coins. So if you want to just play with it,
you never know. Yeah, like you never know coins.
The gains are very real.
They're gambles in themselves.
The coins are also the coins that a lot of people invest, and traditional, well, not even traditional, just with any investment, you want to know what you're investing in. And I feel like those are the coins that you invest because it's crypto, but you don't even necessarily know what it is.
Yeah. You just buy it because like you would rather, bro, like you don't want to be on the wrong side of that.
And that's also something, the year of FOMO, dog.
Yeah.
Could also be called,
every year is a year of FOMO. I think honestly, like nobody ever wants to be on the losing end of something, or just not on the gaining end of some shit. You know what I'm saying?
All these celebrities coming into NFTs this year.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, there was some NFT projects that really like blew up this year. Like, as I was looking at the Coinbase joint, I saw like the V Friends. The Bored Ape joint was crazy.
0.08
at the top of this year. At the top of this year.
At the mint price.
At the mint price. Okay. In April of this year.
Yeah, 0.08.
Bored Ape came out this year.
Yeah, bro. Let me tell you.
So it was CryptoPunks that came out before.
CryptoPunks came out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, I was, and this is literally during the time where I was kind of like off Clubhouse a little bit during this time. But
was Clubhouse this year? Did that pop this year?
You got me on it December, so I say this year though, because it wasn't
what it was when.
Hey, shout out to Clubhouse, man.
Yeah, changed lives.
For sure.
Yeah, you said it changed your life.
Clubhouse changed my life.
That's interesting, bro. Speak on that.
I mean, again, it's just more so. It's like just connecting it with what I said at the top of the show.
Yeah, you did say that in the beginning.
Network and the actual access to information and having these dialogues about content that I don't know where I would have that conversation or feel like I needed to have the conversation or even had like the curiosity sparked to want to have it.
Yeah.
All of that, you know what I'm saying? Is what was crazy.
And that happened on Clubhouse.
And that happened via the Clubhouse.
Yeah.
And then, now how these audio spaces now like transition over to Twitter spaces and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro.
Oh, that's
like,
a big fact.
A whole fucking space, you know what I'm saying? Definitely met a lot of cool individuals through that too, and tapped in to the NFTs and been able to generate, you know what I'm saying, some cool passive income off of this shit, like all because of shit I learned off of that.
Mm-hmm.
And real life, couldn't have got that anywhere else. That's literally where I go for the info.
Yeah.
People go to YouTube.
You go to Clubhouse.
I go to these. Now it's Twitter.
Oh, it's Twitter Spaces.
More so.
Yeah.
Clubhouse a few times nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. That
crazy.
popped this year. But yeah, a lot of the NFT projects I think blew up this year.
I was in a Clubhouse day. So I was in a Clubhouse room. And dog, I literally remember coming into the room and everybody had fucking apes. I was like, what's these apes?
Mm.
And bro, literally when I tell you, everybody was just making ape noises in the room, and I just left. I was like, I was like, bro, niggas are acting dumb on Clubhouse.
Little did you know, like, yeah.
Because look, and this is also funny shit. The space started evolving from like way like info centric, like it's just educate to like more so like now like friend groups and bases that we're all in NFTs, but we're shooting the shit here in the NFTs and all that. And sometimes I was just like how I'd be like, I don't care to just sit around in the room with y'all type shit. And like that was just like one of them classic moments. I come in the room, it was late too. It was kind of like midnight. And they're like, "Ooh, wow." I'm like, bro,
what the fuck are y'all doing?
What the fuck? Everybody got some hate shit.
Yeah,
bro. And now I'm looking back like,
leaders of the new school. That's what it was. Yeah.
My Yeti was worth 0.2.
Yeah, bro. The Yetis did not happen, bro. The Yetis were not
so
it.
Happy to sell it.
Yeah.
3 weeks. I was so happy.
You said 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't for the same, it was for basically the same evaluation at the time.
Okay.
So I'm like,
you didn't take an L.
Like, right. When I was like, man, good riddance.
Yeah, good riddance. Yeah, just go. Nah, yeah, there's
around that.
I will say that there's because like now that reminds me of like a lot of the time that I spent on Nifty. So like for me, it was like I started off on Top Shot, and then you go to Nifty, and like it felt like that was a season too, where like motherfuckers was making good money. Like I was just like, damn, all I gotta do is just like buy these things, wait a little bit, and then sell these things. The Bitcoin Angel
sniped it from you. I think.
You think Sotheby's?
I thought you might have.
No, I sold it to it was a real estate firm. It was like a real estate firm or something like that. Oh, it was Sotheby's. Yeah.
So fucking what was I gonna say? Yeah, you caught it literally right when it was riding up.
I had set the market at the time.
It went like a little bit more, but like
that. No, it did. No, but at the time that I sold mine, it set the market. It was the highest price that it had ever been sold for at that time. And then they bought like a few more like right after that. Like they just went on a sweep, bro. So, like there was a joint.
Shout out to setting markets, dog.
Yeah,
that shit was fucking crazy, bro.
Oh, look at Rail said I was so happy when I saw my Yetis. Damn, so niggas is off in the Yetis. Okay, I didn't even know it was that time. No, but like how I feel with the NFTs, like I guess with all my assets, it's always like I'ma just at this point it's like the money is spent, bro. Like it's like because that's kind of what I learned with honestly with Bitcoin Angel and some of these other things. It's like when I sold them, I was like, shit, like now they're selling for more. I mean, that's what I learned with the Luca joint.
Right.
When I got the first NFT, I guess flip I made, I bought a pack of I bought a NBA Top Shot pack, and in the pack itself was like what $10, $14, something like that. In it was a Luka Doncic highlight that I sold for $700. And that's when I was just like, oh my, like what? You know what I'm saying? Like literally sold that joint. I had it for like less than 2-3 days. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sold that joint. And then I was like, oh, this is a crazy space. This is a crazy time. But from there I went to Nifty, and it was kind of the same thing where it's just like, oh, like motherfuckers are buying these joints for a lot of money. Like in a little bit of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, most assets you have, you got to hold them and wait for them to appreciate, where it felt like these things were appreciating right away. You know what I'm saying? Which I couldn't understand why, but like, I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, question it.
And even like these airdrops.
Yeah, because the same thing kind of happens.
Right? You was able to get some.
Yeah, I got some SOS. Yeah, I got to figure out how to get it into my wallet though. Like,
okay, so like,
because when I claimed it, I still don't see it in my MetaMask.
Yeah. So what you have to do is all you have to go, if you go to their Twitter page, and I think it's the Open DAO, the Open DAO. Go there, and on their pin tweet is the contracts. Click it, and then when that contract pops up, the actual contract address, you copy that address, and then you go to MetaMask. You have to like add the token. So like, it's just not.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You don't have the token in your wallet.
Yeah, because it does say there's a part where it says like add token. Yeah,
it's there.
Bet.
Exactly. Where it says to add token.
Yeah.
When you click that, now that address you copied, just paste it here. SOS will literally pop up. It's like, you want to import it? Import. Boom. You're gonna see.
Okay, bet.
And then if you're hip fit to Uniswap, you can go there, and that's how you would literally convert if you wanted to change it to like ETH. Right? Okay. Because like SOS is not on Coinbase, so I couldn't just send it.
Yeah.
But okay, if I want to convert it to whatever's on whatever platform I want to send it to, there you go.
Okay, bet.
But yeah, so that's cool. But yeah, like, you know, just the fucking the way that participation gets rewarded, this shit's so cool.
It's a big part of it. It's a big part of the I guess the reason to be in it, you know what I'm saying?
It's reason to be early, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get rewarded. It's a big reason why I guess the space is so real and why people are so I guess invested in it. And I don't mean invested like money wise, but just so bullish on it. You know what I'm saying? It's because like
whole careers I see, bro,
are being made and changed, and you know what I'm saying? People are leaving. People are leaving their traditional careers to like work. And that's actually, bro, another going back to the whole like pandemic, how the pandemic really changed things. It's like, because people did get laid off of jobs in this time, and people were not working at this time, or they were working from home, which frees up your time to just like do other things in your downtime. And because of that, there was very much like I'm not going back to work. You know what I'm saying? Like once people started to like realize like, oh, like I can do what I want right here, make more money than I could have ever imagined. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, bro, like lives are being changed. Like people who, like you say, who had Dodge before, like your life has changed now. You have that amount of money, bro. Like, or even if you were just a holder of like ETH and Bitcoin, like from the top of the year, like that, those spikes that we had. I mean, Ethereum is trading at $4,000 now. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin's at $60,000 now.
16K, rolled up to 69K.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's life changing if you have a substantial amount of that. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
even one though, right? Like, even one though, like, depending on what person or situations, like, yo, you got 53 for just holding this shit for less than a year.
Yeah.
Less than a year. It was November where we had an episode where we was geeking how
Bitcoin because that was so exciting. 16 was so exciting, bro. Like, bro, like, and it's crazy. It's crazy because like I remember when I was first coming into the space, and I mean first like back in 2016 2017 times, and Bitcoin was like $2,000. That seemed like so much money to me. I was like, dog, like I'm gonna just keep buying fractional I'm like, I'm just gonna keep buying fractional amounts of Bitcoin because $2,000 for one Bitcoin is a lot. Like it seemed like so much money, bro. Like now 60,000 for one is like it's out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm just like, damn, like a whole Bitcoin. Like I couldn't even imagine having one back then. But like now it's like, dog, I would pay $2,000 right now if I could get a Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy. Yeah, I'll go up to 10. Like fuck it. Like give me one because when that shit goes to 100, where it's like it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It'll be lit. But it's very interesting how in such a short amount of time, those things have made substantial strides. And it's just enabled this kind of like new world that we're moving into where it's like most people aren't like, people don't want to trade. People are okay with now like having to work from home, or just not have a job, period, and just figuring out how to make money in a non-traditional way. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's with, because like, you know, there's like, I think stock trading probably boomed this year as well, like people doing like day trading and
like
stock
the S&P,
options and
like
all these
everything
types of
going
things.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think that kind of really took definitely with like the credit to not giving all the credit, but like a lot of credit to Earn Your Leisure, that podcast, where like they make it a point to teach people about like how to trade stock options, like how to day trade forex and all this type of stuff. Like,
and you know what's funny? The influxes really happen when the bull markets come right back around, right? Because it's kind of like, that's why the last time we was talking about all this shit, right, was 2017 in terms of like a globe, like where it felt like, yo, there's a thing happening right now, and because it's buyer's market and everything's going up, so everybody has to be like, what's going on here? And then, you know, it was a winter for like a good 3 years.
Yeah.
And now when this shit came about, it was like, it's not like more you know, adoption wasn't happening and all of this shit, like, you know, just more frameworks were being built, the projects were still being built, you know what I'm saying? Like how you said you even found money that you had like, damn, like an Aave, I think, like, damn, this shit was here.
Yeah.
Then, like, forgot, damn, they're doing good. Like, like,
and that, bro, and that'll change your whole perspective, you know? As far as like, oh, like, because honestly, I think money is very interesting. I've learned a lot about money this year, bro. Like, as money is more of a
shout out to my man Just Grow, dude. We got a Bored Ape in the house.
Oh, it's lit. We was just talking. He was just talking about the Bored Apes.
Man,
but I think I learned a lot about how money works, and like, just I think it's a big mindset thing, bro. Like, I think success with money in general is more about like how you view the world. You know what I'm saying? And how you view like that kind of like coming into your life and shit like that. Because I feel like when I didn't know, I had some Aave like on Binance, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hadn't even touched Binance in years, bro. For some reason, I decided to go there, and I see just like some money that I didn't know that I had just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? And then that makes me think, like, bro, like, it's just crazy because, like, you know, you can think that you're broke, or you can think that like, damn, I don't have all that I need, and like that can change in a moment. You know what I'm saying?
K might come through with a rainy day, like you forgot about that.
Yeah, but also like it makes you think that like, damn, like that can change in a moment. And then even with like Ethereum and Bitcoin and all these things growing, and like the value of NFTs growing and all this type of stuff, it's like, you know, like that shit can change in a moment, bro. Like, cause like, you know, if you're a holder of Bitcoin, if you're a holder of Ethereum, you might think you have this amount of money to your name. That shit shoots up next week, and now you got this amount to your name. You know what I'm saying? But like, you still are who you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your net worth might have grown, but like, it doesn't necessarily change anything about you. Like, you could cash that out, or you could keep it there, because that's what allows it to continue to grow, and your net worth to continue to grow. If you cash it out, now you just have the cash value of it, and you know, you spend that, and now you don't have anything to show for it. But like, I guess it just goes to show that like, money is more of like a mindset thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I think I kind of learned that this year. You know what I'm saying? Because there was times when I was selling assets, and then I would have the cash value, and I would be like, fuck, as I'm watching the asset that I sold continue to grow, and I'm like, shit, like, I'm no longer taking part in that growth. You know what I'm saying? Because I've cashed out, and like, once it's spent, it's like, damn, now I have nothing to show for it. But like, what, for a day, I felt like I had a lot of money on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, I don't know, like,
you know,
it completely changed for me this year.
It's a little similar, but it's kind of a different perspective. What was reaffirmed for me for this year was more so that there ain't a lack of it.
Yeah,
there ain't no lack of
abundance
it, man.
mindset,
No lack of
bro.
It, man. The money that you even see, just even from these NFTs alone, man, it's crazy. Just like what funds are even being spent on ether rocks and, like, you know what I'm saying, and fidenzas and things of that nature. It's really crazy. Like, the money is out there. And what's the beautiful thing about the NFTs, you know, and hopefully what should be emphasized to people that are also entering into this space nowadays. It's like, definitely be aware of security. That's a very real thing. Being secure within digital spaces, that's a whole nother realm within itself. So definitely do your due diligence with that. But it's cool how, it's a gateway to this crypto, right? That's a lot of creators didn't care for looking at charts or even, you know what I'm saying, investing and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But, the ability to have these little sub creator economies for themselves, was their gateway. You know what I'm saying? It was their gateway into it. So that's really cool. It's really cool how it could be that bridge to a whole demographic and sector of people that might not have even gotten to this shit otherwise. But you see, like, look, even into this 2021 recap, we went to a rabbit hole. You feel me?
That's a big fact.
It's that deep.
Yeah. We're gonna take another break. We're gonna come back.
Sure.
We're gonna talk about we're gonna look forward into 2022.
For sure.
And you know what I'm saying, talk about some of the things that, we got coming up for that.
Yeah, man.
Dating is a never-ending topic, and everyone does it, whether you're single, married, you dated to get there. And we are allowing everybody the opportunity to say whatever they have to say.
That mic real hot right now.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Which one of your homies is off limits at that point?
My parents did not come to this country from Nigeria to suffer. So, when you are coming to me, come correct. Bring emotional intelligence. Bring sense. Bring money. Okay.
Every man know in here, once you give her that, it's over. That conversation is dead. You getting the keys to the crib, keys to the car, and she buying your shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So 2021 is just about done, man. We're in the last hours of it. 2022, I'm looking forward to, bro. Like, I don't know about you, but I know that, like, the coronavirus and, like, pandemic talk is looming still, and it's probably going to pick back up. But despite all of that, I'm still very much looking forward to 2022. I think it's going to be, like you said earlier, it's going to be more of the same, for good, for bad, but also for good. I think we're really starting to enter the metaverse in a real way, and that is going to create just a bunch of new opportunities, a bunch of opportunities that we can't even see yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can see some of them, but, like, I do think that we're going to get, way more opportunities are going to present themselves as we dig deeper into this digital world and Web3 space. So I'm, like, super looking forward to what that, continues to look like. And I think for me, I definitely personally, goal wise, like, I want to learn, like, Web3 development. I want to learn kind of the fundamentals of, like, how I want to be like a builder in that space. And I feel like I gotta go back to the drawing board as far as, like, how I learn about shit. Like, this feels like very much like when I was learning how to, make a website for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I gotta go back to that kind of fundamental level, at least for me. Just like, I want to be able to really I want to be able to develop stuff without having to like, hire somebody to do it. Not to say that I wouldn't do that, but it's like, I want to know what I'm looking for. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, 2022, definitely looking forward to it. Definitely, I think it's going to be a game-changing year for sure. Definitely didn't think, niggas would be going into 2022 without my nigga Los.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's this is a good time to.
Yeah, man, because that shit, that shit really crazy. Yeah, man, that shit really crazy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the year, shout out my nigga Cito. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Osman. Really crazy, you know what I'm saying? Do this recap, and it's like, that's how the year caps itself off. That's really, really, really crazy, for sure. So definitely gonna, you know what I'm saying, make sure his like legacy live on, you know what I'm saying, through the shit he left. But it's all bad, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't make sense, but you know, we gonna keep rocking. But definitely didn't think niggas are going to 2022 with all my niggas. So
Yeah.
definitely want to like shout out his family and you know what I'm saying, all the guys, you know what I'm saying, all his loved ones, you know what I'm saying, for sure. Cause yeah, that shit's
we gotta definitely take a moment for Los, bro, because yeah, he was a special dude, bro. Like honestly, yeah, that shit kind of crushed me, bro. Like when I heard about that, yeah, like yeah, like you said, bro, it's a tragic and devastating way to end the year. Losing Los a couple of days ago. But his legacy is definitely gonna live on, bro. Like the music is, I don't know, it's kind of hard to speak on this for real. Like, yeah, man. Yeah.
Nah, bro. Yeah, I'm already sharp.
It's really it's kind of difficult to put words to like what this shit is like, because honestly, I feel like over the last couple of days, I'm still kind of like processing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's super sad, bro. Like a friend of the show, you know what I'm saying? He's been on here. He's been pretty much on everything I've done.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like always was a dude that was supportive of me. You know what I'm saying? From the moment I met him, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, and even before I met him, like we were talking with each other about like, oh, like we gotta link, like we gotta make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like after the first one, it was like, bro, like I want to come back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Always keeping me tapped in with what he got going on. Like, and in a way that like didn't seem like in a way that was just so like genuine, bro. Like, and not in a in a pushy way or anything like that. Like I told him, like, bro, like I really fuck with your music. I really fuck with what you got going on. And he always made sure to just like let me know when he had something going on. And when I couldn't, because like, you know, niggas be busy and stuff like that. When I couldn't make anything, he never took it like any kind of way. Just like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, like I'm gonna pull up on you another time or for this or for that. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I definitely like hold on to was, you know, we were all out in New York, and I remember we were there, we were at the gallery, and we had been there all day. You know what I'm saying? Like we had been there all day. This was right when like I was starting to get back to walking with my Achilles and everything. I was getting ready to leave because I was like, dog, like I can't even like stand anymore. Like my shit, like I gotta get the fuck out of here. So like I remember like, you know, looking for him just to like tell him I was dipping out, say goodbye and all this type of shit. He was like, bro, like I'm about to perform. Like he's like, you can't stay for a little bit. I was like, no, like I like say less. Like I forgot. Like I was like, I forgot that was about to happen. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So definitely got to see him perform one last time. Back that was a couple months ago, I guess.
Yeah.
November. So yeah, man, we lost a real one, bro. Like we really lost a real one. And that shit sucks, bro. Like there's really nothing that will really ease that, make that better. We really lost a special dude, bro.
Yeah,
definitely one of my favorite artists, like local or otherwise, like I mean local or non-local, like literally like nobody kicks shit on beats like this nigga Los does, bro. I swear to God, like there's very few people that like, especially peer wise, especially like if I can look at you like and we're like right, like, you know what I'm saying, we're right there. Very few people who I'm like, damn, I wish I could rap like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga be kicking shit on beats that I'm like, bro, like you're different, dog. Like you're different. And this was before I even knew him when I was thinking this, bro. Like I remember like there's been multiple occasions where you've played shit for me, like played shit just, and I'm like, this is Los. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like this nigga is dumb, bro. Like unprovoked. I'm just like I'm always in like awe of like this nigga's songs and shit like that. It seems like it comes so effortless for him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we really lost a real one, bro.
Yeah, bro. For sure. But with that said though, 2022, definitely gonna make the best of it for sure. A lot of shit on the horizon. And just that main thing, definitely gotta adapt. You gotta adapt to, how things are changing. It's gonna be a good one for sure though. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good one, especially for early. We're probably going on to what 54. Yeah, we're probably going
We're gonna
to
get to 100.
We're gonna get there.
We're gonna get
we
to
should,
100.
Everything willing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should get to the 100.
Wait, there's what 54 weeks
There's
in a year?
52 weeks.
There's
in a
52
year,
weeks
but,
in a year. So
sometimes,
oh yes.
so
Oh
we
yeah.
got-
So
we
we
got a
might
little
push
leeway.
100 right by
We
the end
got
of next
40
year.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
we got 6 weeks of leeway.
Yeah, you 6 weeks of leeway.
We'll see.
For sure.
Maybe
That's
some
crazy.
Special editions might come here and there
Yeah.
if we got to make it out.
Big facts
We'll
to
see
make
what's
up
up.
for it.
Right,
We might do a Wednesday, throw in a Thursday.
Facts.
Big facts, man. But we're definitely looking forward to the growth on all fronts this year, bro. Like one thing I'm grateful for is that every year I can look back on the year and be like, yeah, a lot of growth happened in these last 365. And I only expect a lot more growth to happen in the next 365, dog. Like for all of us here, you know what I'm saying? For all of y'all out there that are watching, listening, we're all gonna elevate, bro. Like I don't, yeah, man, like you got to be trying to stay stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Like like you got to be trying to stay the same if you're not elevated, bro. Like I feel like elevation it's natural, you know what I'm saying? It's what happens if you just care, you know what I'm saying? So I just see more growth for everything and everybody this year. And yeah, man. That's all I got. You got anything else, bro?
Nah, man, that's a great way to end it off right there.
Yeah, man. So everybody have a happy and safe New Year's Eve.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Turn up, enjoy. Life is fucking short. You know what I'm saying? So definitely celebrate if you've made it. We've lost a lot of people for a lot of different reasons and through a lot of different things this year. There's no better time than, I guess today to celebrate. If you know what I'm saying, if you're blessed to make it to, this point, make it through the end of the year. And then, you know what I'm saying, let's do the same thing again next year, dog. And we'll see y'all next week. And yeah, man, just one more time, rest in peace to, you know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, Los. For sure.
And we gonna see y'all next week, man.
Early.